The LP was a major revolution because it enabled us to record works with very little interruption, and consequently we were able to do justice to performance. Changed over to tape by then because it became a mosaic of tape. Extracts could be taken out, a single note could be changed. The whole thing became an entirely different basis completely.
Hello. Yes, hello.
He is worried about 47. Do you need that?
Yes, we do need it for cutting, so if you'll start 3 before 47, that's all right. Okay, so it's 3 before 47. Take 158.
When the LP record came along, musically, of course, this was very much better. None of this 4 minutes, and none of this nasty scratch noise, which people used to get used to. So it went to a much wider audience, and that started taking off. Sold well, better loudspeakers came along, better amplifiers, better pickups came along.
Tell about the night we met. I had a little gramophone. I'd wind it round and round, and with a sharpish needle it made a cheerful sound. And then they amplified it. It was much louder then. And you sharpened fiber needles to make it soft again. Today for reproduction, I'm as eager as can be. Count me among the faithful fans of high fidelity.
This is a journey into sound and a new experience. Stereophonic sound. Now into the song and dance business. Well, dance, actually. And you're there, in the theatre. Come along with me, through the side door here. That's right, down, mind the step. Second row, miss, I think. Excuse me. Thank you. So sorry, your feet, I do beg your pardon. Ah, well, there we are. Can you see all right?
Nothing but a hound dog, you're crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Right, son, join me home.
Columbia invented the LP, and RCA brought out their version, which was the 7-inch 45. And of course it was just what the jukebox manufacturers were waiting for. It was lightweight for a start, and of course it was only half the size. This was the way we got our music. The visual effects, the lighting, the wonderful sound. The coffee bar was the social centre of attraction in those days. The girls, the ice cream, the coffee, the music. The jukebox said it all. They had the cumbersome 78 players because they're quite heavy. And I mean, a lot of 78s in a stack weighed a considerable amount. And it meant that the machines were large and bulky, and the number of selections was very limited. And of course, as soon as the 45 came on the scene, the manufacturers could just go bananas, if you like.
Johnny is a joker, he's a bird.
They could sort of tool the equipment around this new record, this new media that they'd got. And of course, 200 selections was easily achieved without any problem.
Johnny is a joker that's trying to steal my...
The jukebox, of course, played quite a major part in promoting gramophone records.
I'm gonna raise a fuss, I'm gonna raise a holler.
Yeah, you see what they say. Undoubtedly, it's going to be a... But one of them thought it was going to be a hit. And what about this?
Funny, but it's true. What loneliness can do. Since I've been away, I have loved you more each day, walking back to happiness. Oh, yeah.
By the time I recorded Walking Back to Happiness, I was quite an old hand. I was still at school. I was 14. It was my third record. I was quite relaxed by then.
Back to happiness I shared with you. I'm making up for things I said. Oh,
We used to do 4 songs on a 3-hour session, usually in the evening, 7 till 10. And it was all done as a live thing there in the studio, as opposed to me going in on my own, putting a voiceover on a track. I believe that was illegal with the Musicians' Union at the time anyway, to do that. There were fewer people in the business in those days. It wasn't so much of the high-powered industry. Now people talk in telephone numbers, it's run by lawyers and accountants. Then it was run, in the main, by people who knew about music. Then came the Beatles, of course, which changed the whole face of the music industry. First of all in this country, and then, of course, the rest of the world.
Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be done.
Of course, they changed the style of actual technical recording in that they didn't book a 3-hour session. They just booked open-ended time, and they'd go and compose and create in the studio.
Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time.
Something happens on here, you know, I couldn't tell you what, because we have a special man who sits here and goes like this. And the guitar turns into a piano or something, you know. And then you may say, why don't you use the piano? Because the piano sounds like a guitar.
When I began making records with jazz engineers, I found them in some ways much more flexible and much more aware of sound quality than the classical ones. A lot depends, I think, on the vision that the engineer or the recording engineer has of the sound he wants. If he is in love with sound, that is, to me, the most important thing. Then he will do whatever he has to do to bring that about. It's not the gadgets themselves, it's what the people imagine they would like to hear that's important.
A good compact disc playing properly is better than any analog system in every single respect. You can sit back and listen to an opera. No ticks and bangs, no dusty noises. That's the main thing. It's there forever. It doesn't wear out. It is the best system that's come along.
I think recordings have somewhat changed in that they search for clarity, precision more than beauty of sound. Everything today is so available that there is a danger of losing the innermost critical faculty. One takes it for granted.
It's still a disc, and it is still banged out on a pressing machine, and I think we could say that my grandfather's disc lives on.
Goodness, I ain't got no regular place that I can call my home. I ain't got no permanent address, I'm only a gramophone. Aberdeen is just the same as Brighton by the sea. Any old place I can hang my hat is home, sweet home to me. Thank you very much. Pleased to have you call again at any time. Good day.